Hi, hello. I'm James, and I'm an addict. I always lived day by day, especially as an addict, with this thought process of, and then I'll be okay. Like if I get high, then I'll be okay. Or if I have like sex, then I'll be okay. Or if I was in a bad mood, I just need to go do drugs, or I just need to go have sex, or whatever. Like I can do, I can. It's a control thing. You know what I mean? Addicts are very like control oriented people, I think, and it just I never felt okay. Like even on the drugs, I never felt okay. And then like I would come off of them and I wouldn't feel okay. I just want to feel okay. I think that's like I don't think that's too much to ask, right? Like I don't know, man. Like I don't want $1 million. Like I don't want to rule the world. I don't want all the women. Like I don't, you know what I mean? I never even I don't even want to have like $1 million. Like I just want to feel okay. Like I don't want to feel like the weight of existence isn't so heavy. I don't want to like I'm constantly like bothered by the fact that like I'm gonna die and like people I love are gonna die and like I don't know. I'm just scared. You know, it's scary, and I think that's like another core of my drug addiction is I'm scared. I'm scared of the future. I'm scared of the past. I'm scared to do anything. So I'm always so scared of what's going to happen or what could happen that I just never do anything. And I didn't finish high school. There were so many things I wanted to do, but I was just so scared to do them that I didn't. And now I'm 26 and I don't have a diploma. I don't. I've like fucking been strung out on drugs for almost 9 years, and like the direction, like if you're really directionless in life, the drug addiction comes in very smoothly. And my dad wasn't really around, so I was very directionless. And I don't know, man. I just part of me like gets really upset about it because like I feel like the world around me, it's kind of more the world's fault that I'm became an addict in the sense of like I didn't make opioids and like fentanyl and oxy and like I didn't do all that shit Purdue Pharma did and push those pills. Like I didn't, you know what I mean? Like if opioids weren't so readily available, I wouldn't have got addicted to them. I it's just there is like a lot of resentment there on top of like me having to take self accountability. But like I see people are like, "Oh, you can't blame it on anybody but yourself," and I'm like, "No, dude, I actually can blame it. I could blame it on big pharma, and I could I could like." I can blame it on other people besides me, and they help contribute to the fact I'm not fucking cutting opium in Afghanistan and making this shit. You know what I mean? I'm not shipping precursors from China to Mexico to make fentanyl. You know what I mean? I don't know. It gets me riled up, man, because like I know as an addict you have to be accountable. Like you have to be, you know, I'm going to do better. Like I need to do better. I did that. I apologize. Take, be accountable. That's like one of the big ones they teach you in rehab. But like part of me thinks it's okay to realize, like, to recognize the fact that like it's not all your fault that you got addicted to these drugs. Like people who got injured and were prescribed Percocets and shit or what have you. Like those people just didn't want to be in pain. I know opioids are very like they have a place, but to just like they were just pushed so hard and everything, and now we're dealing with it fucking 20 years later, and we have generations that are ruined. I haven't lost more friends like than I have fingers, bro. Like I I don't know, man. I just opioids like actually ruined my life. Like genuinely. I If opioids wouldn't have been a thing and ravaged the small town I grew up in like it did, I probably would have got my GED cuz like I was in classes to do it, and then I started doing heroin and I stopped going. I probably never would have got that DUI. You know what I mean? Like there comes a lot of regret after you get clean. And so like always be ready for that. Be ready of like the how much time I've wasted, and you know what I mean? Like that hits hard, dude. And I still deal with it of like damn, I could have just like not done that. Not done all that. But it's more complicated when you're in it. You know. I'm it's hindsight's 2020. It's hard, But I feel okay now. Most days, not every day, but most days. Most days I feel okay. I've never really been a suicidal person, but the last time I used, something shifted. That I had a dude in rehab tell me, you won't stop until you're tired of it, man. You're gonna have to hit rock bottom as many times as it takes. And having to hit a rock bottom is probably one of the most important things that can happen to an addict because I've hit it more than once and it hits you and it hits you and it hits you and then finally, hopefully, unless you die or you just don't get the message, one hits. And the one that hit for me was, it wasn't like ODing in a park with in like front of a kid's playground, crazy enough, which that did happen, and you know what I mean, or me ODing in my girlfriend's car and then having to get brought back. It was just like it just hit me like randomly. It wasn't. It was so like anticlimactic. Like I'd gotten high. I was getting high with this chick a bunch, and we were on and off. And I'd go stay at her house, and we would get high a couple days, and I'd go back to my mom's. And I woke up and from a blackout of like 24 hours, like we did a bunch of dope, and I just blacked out, dude. And I woke up and I was standing in the middle of the living room, and there was glass all over the floor, and she was like knocked out, fucking nodded out. Like I thought she was dead because she looked pale, but she was just nodded out because she wasn't breathing very heavy, but she was alive. And my feet were all cut up, dude. I had cuts on my hands for whatever reason. Like she was fine. I didn't hurt her. Like we didn't, like crazy. Like there was just like glass. I guess I knocked a bunch of shit over and broke shit and was trying to clean it up when I was like all dazed up and high. And like I was sober when I came to, and I kind of just like stood there, and like the room was quiet. Like there was not even an air conditioner on, and it was just like that was, I don't know. It was just I just stood in it and like just kind of. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to go home. So I woke her up and I made her take me home to my mom's, and I didn't see her anymore, and I don't know, and then I just haven't used fentanyl since then. I don't know. Like addiction's still really hard. Now I had a drink yesterday. Like I haven't drank in like over 4 months, and alcohol became my problem after the opioids this last year. But yeah, I had a drink yesterday because of a lot of stress, and I want to be like honest about that, so like other people can see maybe this and be like, oh, that's really, like, okay, it's okay to admit you made a mistake, dude, because healing isn't linear, so that's okay to, I fucked up yesterday. Not only did I fuck up, I drank like a whole pint of vodka, dude. Like not in one sitting, but through the day. I haven't had a drink today, and I don't plan on it. I just had a really rough day yesterday, and me and my partner have been having some problems, like just typical relationship stuff. But it's just I'm not used to this normal life shit. I'm not used to paying bills and 9 to 5s, and you know what I mean. I spent all of my early 20s, selling drugs, running around with people, sleeping on couches to the street, just no responsibilities, and this feels more stressful than all that. Funny enough, like it's just the everyday shit just weighs on me, and then I think about dying, you know, and there's just so many religions and so, you know what I mean. I don't know which one to believe, and I don't. I just don't know, man, and I'm scared, and I feel lost. And I have to think that most people my age feel this way. From like I was born in 2000. It seems like most of my generation feels this way, and even after my brother, he's 4 years younger than me. I call him, and we've been like getting closer, and we talk about the same shit. Just feeling like lost and nothing matters, and nothing has like any soul anymore. Like it just feels so, I don't know, everything just feels so fake and weird. And then on top of that, everybody's addicted to drugs and fucking drinking all the time. So it's just weird, man. I don't know, everything just doesn't feel right. And then that puts you in that headspace of like missing the nostalgia of being a kid, and then I don't know. But I'm better. Sorry for the yap. But I'm better. I feel better. I'm getting off the dope, man. I miss it. Do I miss it? Yeah, I miss it. I miss the nods. I miss, that feeling of like I know I'm about to get a bag and I'm like sick as fuck, and then like just knowing I'm about to get one makes me feel better. And, like it's weird, man. The hitting the syringe in my arm, and TMI real quick, but content warning, but like putting a syringe in my arm and like watching that blood come back up and shit. I don't know, man. And not only do the drugs become a hard thing to get over, but the lifestyle, like, it's just totally different from normal people, and so you have to unlearn habits. I see straws and think, snorting shit, or I'll see needles and automatically think of, banging, and or I'll see just the color orange of a cap, and it'll make me think of needles and shit, and it's hard, man. You have to unlearn your whole life. Not only again, are you coming off a substance, and that's really difficult, but you have to unlearn everything, and it's hard, man, and it's not gonna be easy at all. It's not been easy, and it's taken me almost 10 years, but like everybody has their day where they get tired of it, like that dude in rehab told me, and he died. He killed himself, which is very unfortunate, but he did. He took a bunch of Xanax and like yanked a zip tie around his neck and shit. From what I heard, that's what I was told. But I just don't want to see anybody die anymore. I don't want to lose anyone else. And if you ever need anyone to talk to, like, I'm always here, man, and I'll yap with you the best I can. Then help you through it. If you're like still in the beginning stages of addiction, or trying to learn what to do or who to talk to, like hit me up, dude. I'll help you through it as much as I can, because I get it. If there's one thing in life I am a professional at and really good at, it's getting high and doing drugs. But now I don't do that anymore. But cool, man. Okay. If you see this, you're loved. And I'm proud of you, and I'm wishing you the best always. Bye.